Hello, everyone. It is Wednesday, my dudes. Welcome back to another cozy little stream here on the channel. Hopefully everyone's having a nice evening, a nice day, a nice middle of the week, really. It is Wednesday, though. I mean, if you worked your normal, shift during the day, then the week is mostly over at this point. I think that logic works. How am I doing today? I'm doing pretty good, pretty chill day, which is nice because the first half of this week was very, very busy. Super busy, in fact. Because I did Sacred Streaming Monday. I was on Summon Sign right after that. Yesterday is the day I drive to Pittsburgh to take Holly to her appointment. And then, of course, there was, other work mixed in there. So it was nice to have a little bit of a reprieve, because tomorrow, of course, is the marathon day of Sacred Symbols, which takes 4 hours. In addition, or not including all the editing time and stuff like that. So, but yeah, good to be here with everybody. How many people are here? 34 people. Nice. What else is going on? We are going to be talking about the Bloodborne movie, because I'm really curious what you guys think about the Bloodborne movie. We will get into that, though. It's too early, though. Too early. But how's everybody in the chat doing? Is everybody having a nice day, nice evening, nice week? We already have one super chat from Andy Capped. Says, hello, hope all is well. I'll ship that next week. No problem, dude. No rush. No rush at all. Thank you for the super chat as well. Favorite marathon runner shell? The most time I have in a specific shell is triage, because I did it at first because it felt like it was the easiest. I kind of want to break out of it now, but I feel like the people I play with, it's kind of locked in who plays what. And so now I think I'm stuck being our crew's triage. But it's honest work. Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to be the triage. I'd like to get better with Destroyer. When I play solos, I've stopped playing Assassin so I can play Destroyer. And I feel like I had a little bit of click moment when I was playing solos today. In that, took a sniper shot at somebody. They up on a roof. So they kind of bailed a little bit. And then I bolted to them as fast as possible. And then just fucking destroyed them as a Destroyer. It was great. Chris Pratt as John Bloodborne. Dude, don't even say that. Please don't say that. We don't want that. Who should be John Bloodborne, though? The heals are good? Yeah, definitely. Assassin, because I suck ass and I need the invisibility. Yeah. I like Assassin. I gotta be honest, though. Assassin is great for solos, probably too good. I feel like Assassin, we always have an Assassin in our team, because Jimmy usually plays Assassin and Brad usually plays Assassin. And I think it would be better if they played as someone else. For example, if I'm playing with Pork Poncho, Pork is a Destroyer, and he should be. He's amazing at it. He does crazy plays. I'm the triage. I'm the bitch move. The bitch that has to heal everybody. That's fine. I'm good at it. Assassin, I feel like it would be better to be Recon than to be Assassin. Let's see. We have a super chat from Ricky Bobby Perez, who says, hey Dusty, I saw a video from Maddie that Fable might get delayed because of GTA. But does no one care about PC players? Good to see you today. Didn't they like make a tweet doubling down that they're not delaying or something like that? Like I saw that there was like rumors about it, and then I think like an official Fable account was like looking forward to seeing you guys later this year or something. I still think it could happen. But unfortunately, yeah, the PC players, they're not even being considered because GTA 6 is just going to be all consuming. The PC players are going to be wishing that they had a console to play GTA. And they'll probably just go buy one. I'm guessing some of them. Some of them might not, but thank you, Ricky Bobby, for that super chat. I guess it's a good time to do my intro plugs. Please don't fall asleep on me real quick. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. All 52 of you right now. If you haven't subscribed yet, that's totally free. Hit me with the sub, please, if you want to. It would help me out. Super chats are open if you want to do that, but no pressure. Usually it's pretty low key in here, so I'm able to interact with people pretty regularly throughout. And last but not least, if you want to support me in a little above and beyond way, you can become a member of the channel and you get access to emotes. And it's just a way to say, hey, thank you. Thank you for what you do. Again, no obligation, but the entrepreneur in me must let you know. And that's it. That's the only time I'll tell you this entire stream. So let's check back in with chat. Slayer Giant, what's up, dude? Just finished yesterday's summon sign and your mouse PI video before coming here. Awesome. Thanks for watching both of those. I do have a review out of mouse PI. If you're interested, it is, definitely spoiler free as far as story stuff. And I made sure to like stop recording a good amount into the game. So there's like tons of weapons and locations that definitely are not in the review. So I feel confident in saying, check it out. The mouse PI video. I was surprised. I've noticed with mouse PI, there's definitely excitement around the game for sure. But what's been interesting is that I've noticed that everyone's reviews are they're not doing horribly, but they're not doing great. So it's kind of interesting. Like my review, I feel like didn't do so hot. But I looked at other reviews and I'm like, yeah, they're not kind of relative, right? Not doing as well either. So I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means for mouse PI. Is it a $70 game? No. I want to say it's 30. It's 30 or 40. Let's look it up. Mouse PI. $29.99 for mouse PI. And I would say that is worth the price of admission as long as you know what you're getting into, which you can find out from my review. I'm pumped for mouse PI. The 1930s animation gets me every time. So charming. It is. If that's what you're looking for, you are going to get that. For sure. We have another super chat from Suave Spy Mojo. Thank you, dude. Who says Nintendo needs Ocarina of Time remake to contest the GTA 6 nuke. Yeah, I mean, that would be... I think people would buy both. And there's definitely Nintendo fans that don't care about GTA. But I don't know. Why make them compete? Seems not necessary. But we'll see. I'm pretty sure there was... there's the story that was, the headline story on Punching Up about Nintendo putting out fake leaks, but apparently those ones are still real. I don't know. I haven't been following it that closely, but it would be funny if those leaks ended up being the fake ones and Nate the Hate is toast. Not that I'm wishing that. I have no problem with Nate the Hate. So, thank you, Suave Spy Mojo, for that super chat. What else is going on here? Someone asked me about a game earlier. Was it Saros or Pragmata? I can't find it. I will be playing both, though. I mean, I already have Saros pre-ordered, and I will be playing Pragmata on Friday. Absolutely. Absolutely. Someone asked how the baby was. Where was that? Oh, how's the baby doing? Healthy? Everything's great. Holly's doing great. Baby's doing great. Baby's active in Holly's belly right now. Have I found a good alternative to Hell or High Watermelon? No. But to be honest, I haven't really looked. I feel like I don't know if I'm going to be able to find that replacement. Guess no state of play this week, huh? Thanks, Nate. I don't know if he was the one specifically saying it was happening this week. I don't know if anyone said that. But we were kind of wondering all week for content stuff. Like, is there going to be a state of play? Even Micah asked me today. She's like, I'm trying to plan dinner tomorrow. Can you help me? Do you think there will be a state of play? And I was like, well, there's no way of truly knowing. But if they don't announce it by like 3 p.m. today, then I would say you're probably safe. Probably. But who knows? Who knows what's going on? Probably next week, I'd guess, if it wasn't this week. What's the due date? I'm also expecting a child. The due date is going to be in the middle of June. He has the normal due date. I honestly don't remember what it is because we are planning on doing an early C-section. So he's going to have a scheduled birthday, which will be in the middle of June. Right in the middle between Summer Game Fest and Too Many Games, which is why I can't go to either one. Damn it. But it's okay. Family first. Family first. I don't want to leave Holly here when she's 9 months pregnant. And I also don't want to leave a week after the baby's born. So it is what it is. First, I had no interest in Pragmata, but when you were saying good things about it, I checked out the demo and it really clicked. It looks great. I saw that a lot of people really liked it. The reviews were positive. So I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be very good. Last state of play was so good, the next one is guaranteed to be a stinker. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I never try to keep any expectations for any state of play, just because they're so all over the place. The Dire Marsh free kit playlist is so much fun. Such a fun time not worrying about thermal snipers and signal jammers. Yeah, I haven't got to check that out yet because what is Wednesday? It came out today. And I don't usually play with other people on Marathon until tonight. So we'll probably check it out tonight. It'd be kind of neat. I can't resist the Outpost runs, though. Guys, the Outpost runs last night, so good. We had so many good runs on Outpost. Couple bad ones, too. Few bad ones. For sure. I thought Nate said state of play tomorrow, but they would announce it the same day. Have they ever announced a state of play the same day before? Not saying that Sony it's not impossible that they would do something unprecedented. I just find it highly unlikely. What's your main strategy solo Outpost? I'm not saying this is a good strategy. I'm saying it's my strategy, though, based on my skill set. I know the keys are where they spawn in flight control, specifically. And it can be a little dicey because a lot of people go to flight control. I'm a little afraid of, I believe it's processing, just because it's a really hard place to fight in with all the different levels and stuff. And I hate dormitories and where the Tox Warden spawns. I fucking hate that. So I always go to flight control, get the keys, go in. That's about it. I mean, there's not a lot of strategy other than go to flight control to try to get into the pinwheel. And if you get lucky, you get the conveyance request. And then you can sneak in and you're goated. Realistically, would you expect Judas to show a release date at a State of Play, or more likely the Game Awards? I'm sure that Keighley would love to have the re-reveal of Judas at the Game Awards, so it certainly could get that. It just depends on when they actually want to release the game. I don't know. I wish I had like any kind of pulse on what's going on with Judas, but I have no idea at this point. Judas did show up at the January 2024 State of Play. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Who knows? I would hope that we would know sooner rather than later for a release next year, but we're seeing no signs of life with Judas right now. Not that I'm saying it's dead or canceled or something like that. We shall see. We shall see. I'm not feeling confident in Judas for this year. Oh, I definitely don't think it's this year. If you made me predict a release date, which is not even really a prediction because there's not much to go off, I would love to see Judas like February or March next year. That's when I think it would be sick. But who knows? Who knows? Let's talk about this Bloodborne movie, guys. Now, I want to bring up the Variety article. Let's find it. Bloodborne movie. Oh, there was something else I wanted to... Oh, I can't find it. Do you guys see this? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay, hold on. Guys, there's a marathon thing I want to talk about real quick first. And then we'll get to the Variety article. Okay, let me bring this up here. Chrome. Where is it? Where are you, Chrome? Okay, here we go. So, did you guys see... Let me zoom in on this. For all my marathon bros, and then we'll talk about Bloodborne, I promise. I won't keep you on this too long. Oops, I accidentally made this hide my face. Let's put this back down here. Has anyone seen this video right now? Of this guy crashing out playing Marathon. And he's just getting eviscerated. I'm going to play it with the sound off. So this guy, he's in the hauler. They're playing ranked. And also notice here. All three of them are playing Destroyer. Is that a good strat for team comp? I mean, I've never seen it. You know, let's just go full screen here. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know anything about him. So, well, here, we'll see if I can get sound. Yeah, let's do a little sound. Okay. So he's in hauler. He immediately gets killed. We'll skip ahead a little bit. He's crying. Maybe not literally crying. But the main point is that he quits to desktop. And then he uninstalls Marathon.
Game sucks.
And he's like, I'm done. And then he was lashing out at people on Twitter. Okay, first of all, the team comp. What are we doing? What are we doing this? You're in hauler. On ranked. Did not check his corner here. Now, here's the thing. I'm not very good at Marathon, I feel like. Okay, guys, I'm not trying to skill shame here. But like, bro, this was your fault. This was your fault. And if you've had enough, that's fine. And I think that in some of his follow-up tweets, he was trying to say like, oh, there's too many cheaters in ranked. And maybe there is. I've never played ranked. I don't really care to play rank. But I just think it's funny that it's like, bro, Your team comp is not promising, and you also... You didn't even look... You didn't even check in there.
They're riding behind. Wrong height.
So, I feel like it's your own fault. But anyway, I saw that guy getting ripped up, and I thought it was funny. Okay. Let's move on to Bloodborne movie, guys. This comes from Variety, that a Bloodborne video game getting R-rated animated movie adaptation from Sony. PlayStation's Bloodborne video game is being developed into an R-rated animated feature for Sony Pictures that the studio says will embrace the carnage that made the game so popular. Is the carnage what made Bloodborne popular, guys? Maybe partially. Sanford Panich, president of Sony Pictures Entertainment Motion Picture Group, promised during the studio's CinemaCon presentation that the long-rumored film will be, quote, very true to the gory spirit of Bloodborne, which follows a traveler who journeys into a gothic city full of nightmarish creatures. Bloodborne was developed by From Software, blah, blah, blah. Okay, here we go. The film is co-produced by PlayStation Productions, Lyrical Animation, and creator and gamer Sean McLaughlin, better known by his pseudonym Jacksepticeye. For the uninitiated, McLaughlin is a gamer who has spent years in the world of Bloodborne, where his digital adventures are tracked by 48 million online fans. And I think that's really all we get out of this article. So, let's break this into two things. Let's break this up. First, let's talk about, is there any chance that we are getting a Bloodborne something that is a game out of this? This could be an update, a port, a remake. Because in most cases, Sony has, well, I guess we could say in every case, I believe, if someone correct me if I'm wrong, in every case, Sony has at least tried to get a product on the shelf associated with a TV or film project. Right? Uncharted, we got the Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection. Last of Us, we got the Last of Us Complete collection. And maybe Last of Us, the PS5 ports as well. What else? Twisted Metal. While we have no new Twisted Metal game, it is known that they were trying to have a Twisted Metal game ready. They were trying. It did not work out. They had the, Destruction All-Stars team working on it, and it got canceled. So they tried. Someone said Uncharted. I just mentioned Uncharted. They did the Legacy of Thieves collection. Why didn't it work out? I honestly don't know. I'm guessing that team... I mean, I don't even know why they let them attempt to do it after Destruction All-Stars. They ported all the Twisted Metal games. That's true. So all the Twisted Metal games are on PlayStation Plus Premium or a la carte. So there is something there. So to me, that's at least some level. It's like, well, based on the track record, it seems like they would try to have something out for it. At the same time, though, we know that there is something weird between From Software and Sony. Bluepoint wanted to do it. They were told no. But does this change things? Guys, let's get the hopium out. From Software's working on Bloodborne 2. Bloodborne, dude. No. We can take this further. Bloodborne 2, exclusive to PlayStation 6, launch title. And later in next year, Bloodborne port to PS5. Movie comes out around the same time, somewhere in there. You heard it here first. You heard it here on this stream. My prediction. It's not really. I don't think so. So, I don't really know how to feel about this, guys. I think, based on the track record of Sony, I think we could see them try to spool something up. Bloodborne remastered. I think Bloodborne remastered, if we're going to get anything, is the thing. I'll give you 50 subs if you're right. Hold me to it. Okay. Okay, Chris Hendricks. Okay. I ain't off the Bloodborneum in many moons. Blood Moon rises, bitch. We're back. We're back. Because From Software has done remasters of their games. Dark Souls, which, I mean, I think they had other teams work on them. Dark Souls 2, both receiving upgraded versions on newer consoles. Now, okay, Scary Christo, I'm glad you brought up Jacksepticeye, because that's a good transition point. Now, I don't know Jacksepticeye. In fact, I may have seen in somewhere in the past 10 years or so, maybe I've seen a Jacksepticeye video. I know who he is. Never interacted with him, don't know him. Not a fan of him, but not a fan either. I have no real opinion on Jacksepticeye. I watched his video last night with this announcement. And I found it to be I don't want to say it's like a little odd, and I don't want to be too hard on him. But he announced the project, he talked about the project that he was doing it and how he felt like this was like everything in his life had led up to him producing this movie. He made it clear that he's not the director or the writer. He's the producer. And a lot of the video is spent. Let me go back to the full screen. Back to the full screen. A lot of the video is spent with him talking about how big of a Bloodborne fan he is. And to me, it's good, but I don't know if I even really care about that. Let's see here. He's a fan. What's his experience making movies? That sounds like that Kanye clip where he's like, I like some of the Gaga songs. What the fuck does she know about making cameras? I like some of the Jacksepticeye videos. What the fuck does he know about making movies? Dude, someone needs to make that meme. Maybe it should be me. Dude seems like he really likes Bloodborne. Listen, guys. My point is that I really, really like Evangelion. And I've purchased a bunch of Evangelion merch. And I've watched it many times. I have no business being involved in anything new Evangelion. I don't. Part of the thing I found weird about that video, and again, I'm not trying to, I don't know Jacksepticeye. I'm not dissing him. But he starts by saying he's like, I'm such a big fan. I have a tattoo. I have these statues. And I play the game 3 times a year. It's like, dude, anyone can go out and get a Bloodborne tattoo. I could have a Bloodborne tattoo. Anyone can spend, multiple thousands of dollars on Bloodborne statues. Like, Him trying to prove his fandom by showing what he's bought. I was like, did anyone else watch that? Did anyone else know what the video I'm talking about? So, I don't deny his fandom at all. And if we're going to have someone involved like that, I would prefer them be a big fan. So it is a net positive. Something I said in my Discord is that it should have been someone else. It should have been Vati. He's the guy that I would have been like, yes. That's the guy. Isn't producer just the sugar daddy? Now, interesting thing you bring up about being the producer, and something I'm confused about. I wanted to talk to you guys about. My producers don't do anything, Dustin, please confirm. So, producers are, at least to my understanding, the money people, and also producers are like the organizers. And I'm like, I don't really see him being either one of those in this project. Now, here's another theory I saw floating around. Is Sony making a play at the Markiplier Iron Lung situation? Now, I know this is very different because I haven't seen Iron Lung and I also don't watch Markiplier. But I know that Markiplier stars in the movie. I know that he did a lot of the work himself, and I think he may have paid for a lot of it. A movie producer, a film producer, and an online producer are two very different things. An online producer is literally whatever you want it to be, in my opinion. At least that's what we've done. So is it possible that Sony was like, okay, you have a content creator attached to a video game movie. The content creator has people that love him who will come and see the movie no matter what. Didn't he direct it? Yeah, I believe that is the case. He also directed. Markiplier also did direct it. So maybe there's a little bit of a play there too. But I don't know. I'm just speculating. 111 people here. Holy shit. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. Chris Stuckman is a movie guy, and even he made a mid-movie. I heard that. I didn't see his movie, but I heard that his movie was not great. Jack's brave, I'll give him that, because if he messes this up, he's going to get a ton of crap. That's true. Listen. I have no doubt Jacksepticeye is insanely passionate. In fact, I have no doubt that he is extremely talented. And I have no doubt that he knows a lot about Bloodborne and is a mega fan of Bloodborne. Actually, I don't want to say probably. He is definitely way more of a Bloodborne fan than me. I just find it a little bit weird. Pork Poncho, the man of the hour. He's really the man of my life right now. In his defense, if he didn't do that, you would have the usual fanboy brigade saying, oh, he's not even a fan. Something modern audience. There's no win situation for him. Yeah, I agree. I get that. I guess I'm also not, and I think pretty much everyone here is not like the normal online shit poster or dickhead on Twitter. I think a lot of people understand that people at the top, well, I guess it's different from being like a CEO or like a movie producer. Like, you do want the people involved in the movie to be big fans because you want them to be faithful to it. I guess, I don't know, when I see someone that's saying like, I'm such a big fan of Bloodborne. I got a tattoo. I spent $5,000 on these statues behind me. I'm like, who cares? I don't care that you bought all this stuff. I do care that he's played it twice a year or 3 times a year. That's awesome. I'm just more curious about what the reason behind his involvement is. Is it marketing? And I guess maybe it's just a little bit of not bitterness, but it's like, it should have been Vati, dude. It should have been. Now, who was it earlier that brought up, did you hear that apparently Vati is a fraud? Someone in my Discord was talking about it. I've not heard anything about that. I'm not saying it's not true or not true. I've never heard anything about Vati, any kind of drama with him. But I could just be totally out of the loop. That's certainly possible. He could have pitched it. That's true. That's true. We don't know. We don't know. I want to know more. All I'm saying is, off the rip, it's something feels weird to me. Some positives, though. I'm glad it's an animated movie. I think that'll be good. And I guess it's worth, I don't know, is it worth saying, you guys have heard me say this shit a million times, that like, I don't need a Bloodborne movie. I don't. I'm curious, but it doesn't tickle me in any kind of way. Like, there's the Sekiro anime. I haven't watched that. I don't care. There's a Nier Automata anime. I haven't watched that. Don't care. So much of that experience is playing it too. I've played through Sekiro like 6 times and I'm not the authority on what a Sekiro movie should be. Yeah. Feeling more confident in the Elden Ring movie than this. I don't know why, but A24 and the set leaks had me confident. The set leaks look good. The set leaks for Elden Ring, I mean, they look promising. I like Alex Garland a lot. I don't know if every single one of his movies has been good. I don't think any of his movies have been bad. Even Men. If anyone saw the movie Men, you know exactly what I'm talking about. What's a good story for the movie? I don't know. It's so hard because, like, the main character doesn't talk. Like, you could do a prequel thing about, well, no, they allude, I guess they were describing the game. I also don't know about what the Elden Ring movie is going to be like. The Elden Ring movie would be sick if it was a prequel. Seems like all of the main, like, actual, I don't want to say the plot happens before the game begins in From Software games, but I think that the plot that would make the most filmable movie happens before the game begins. Does that make sense? Prequel would be dope. I agree. Looking good, Dustin. Thank you. A few people commenting on my haircut. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm feeling clean. I missed something earlier that I wanted to address. Okay, this is totally unrelated, guys. We got to take a side. I got to have a side rant. An unhinged rant. And if you're not a One Piece fan, disassociate for 30 seconds. Dustin, will you try the Popeyes One Piece meal? No! I'm pissed about the Popeyes One Piece meal. Not really. But I saw, for those of you who don't know, there's a One Piece Popeyes meal. At certain locations, they have some kind of like shitty bento box that you can get, and there's like some merchandise. I don't care about that. I don't want One Piece Popeyes merchandise. But I would get the One Piece Popeyes meal, but there's nothing in it that is uniquely One Piece. In fact, I saw a video of a guy on Twitter that went and got it, And it wasn't even in a one-piece box. It's not in a one-piece box. And they're like, oh, this is Chopper's cupcake. And it's just a fucking, like, there's nothing about it that says it's Chopper. I hate it. If you're going to market and try to sell me something, at least put some fucking effort in. So there you go. That's my rant. That's my rant. I'm pissed about the One Piece Popeyes meal. I did get the K-pop Demon Hunters meal, guys, a few weeks ago. Am I crazy, or aren't you supposed to get some kind of bento box? Only at those select locations. And there was like a line that was like super long at those. And I'm not lining up at Popeyes to get a piece of plastic that says One Piece and Popeyes on it. Not doing it. You can order it, I think, now online if you really want it. How's the purple sauce? Oh, for the K-pop Demon Hunters meal? I didn't get that sauce. I got the other sauce, the Huntrix sauce, which was very good. Fake fan, you have to consume no matter the quality. I know, dude. Consume. You must consume more. Consume the Popeyes One Piece meal. Speaking of Popeyes, guys, we now have a Popeyes in Butler that's like, I don't know, less than two years old. Not great. Not horrible, but really not great either. I feel like anytime I've gotten food there, which has been a handful of times, it's like lukewarm. So Popeyes maybe is a location dependent place. Because when I would go to Popeyes at my parents' house in Virginia, it was very good. Excellent even. Butler Popeyes, not good. Not bad. Popeyes chicken sandwich though, pretty good. The people are saying the Popeyes chicken sandwich is better than Chick-fil-A. Are you right in the mind? Are you okay? Got a Dave's Hot Chicken nearby now. No going back. God bless. God bless Dave's Hot Chicken. I wish I had one anywhere near me, but I do not. It's very good. So good. In fact, I don't think there is a single place in the city or even maybe, well, no, I won't say the county. There isn't a single place in a 20-minute radius of me that serves Nashville hot chicken. Not a single place. Welcome to Butler, boys. Some people were asking me about any hype behind the new Godzilla. I haven't watched the trailer yet. I'm going to watch it tonight. I'm going to watch the trailer tonight. The entire Avatar movie leaked? Like Avatar: The Last Airbender? I don't know anything about that. I'm watching a grown man rant about Popeye's One Piece meal while running marathon solos. What has become of my life? And you, the man that's ranting about One Piece Popeye's meal, you choose to play games with, Pork. Reflection. Reflect on your life and your choices and what brought you here. I had a super chat earlier that I missed. So let's do it now. Oh, I'm only 4 minutes behind. 3-4 minutes. From Awesome Tatum, who says, Dustin, friggin' Furman, Superstation video coming. I would like to do one eventually. I'd like to have the disk drive before I make a video on it, because that's going to be such an essential part of my Superstation 1 experience. And there's just so much to learn. I don't feel confident in making any kind of video about it yet. But eventually I will make a Superstation video for sure. I will have a video. The plan right now, guys, is that I'm going to do a Pragmata video on Monday. I'm going to get it Friday. I'm going to play over the weekend and video Monday for Pragmata. And I think it'll be interesting because it's a nice little litmus test. Jimmy always has been saying, he's like, you don't want to release videos, your video game reviews at embargo. You're just going to be part of the meat grinder. And I believe him. I do. But I wanted to try it for myself. And the mouse PI video didn't do so hot. So is it possible my Pragmata video will do better on Monday than if I had received it early and released a video at embargo? My Dragon Quest video did. So I don't understand. Awesome Tatum, thank you. But yeah, Superstation video at some point. Let's see, you carried us last night, to be fair, so my choices were good. You rocked up like, I've decided to be good at this game. It's gamer time, boys, and then started moving people down. I performed much better last night than I did over the weekend. Certainly. But that's not saying much. It's not saying much. So, we'll see. Are the views usually pretty set after the first day for this kind of stuff? In terms of YouTube algorithm, yeah. You can kind of see when a video dies based on, like, you can see, like, the line and the trajectory. So, it's, I think, pretty much dead. It'll maybe get a little boost when it releases, which I think it releases tomorrow. But it's still getting a little bit of views, but not many. It's getting like, I don't know, 30 views an hour right now. Keep it up, Mouse PI for hire devs for making the physical only $30. That is pretty baller. They do have a publisher with Playside, which probably helps. I got flooded with like 20 Mouse PI videos when it broke embargo. I only watched like 2. Exactly. You're part of the meat grinder if you release a video at embargo. What's your end goal? Do you see Last Stand as a stepping stone? No, I don't see Last Stand as a stepping stone at all. I have been upfront with this, and in fact, I think I've even talked on stream with Colin about it. My end goal dream would be that this channel makes enough money that I could step away from doing all the production work at Last Stand, and I would still be on as a host on Sacred Symbols, Sacred Streaming. Basically, what you guys see of me would be exactly the same, but I'd be also doing my YouTube channel and making money there. I don't make anywhere near enough money to do that off this channel right now, and that's okay. You got to build things. It takes time. So, but yeah, not a stepping stone. I don't have any plans or want to leave Last Stand right now. We have a super chat from David Jaffe, the one and only, the creator of Mickey Mouse. What is it called? Is it Mickey Mouse? Mickey Mania. Jaffe, I downloaded the Sega CD version of Mickey Mania, and I was playing it on my Superstation. Some of the game design choices, questionable. No, I'm just kidding. But let's see your super chat here. I've decided you and I should begin a high level course of looks maxing. You in? I don't know if I want to do meth, Jaffe. And don't you have to do meth to do the looks maxing? I don't want to overdose in a club. So I'll think about it. Thank you for that super chat, Jaffe. Good to see you. Mickey Mania plays horribly. I thought it looked really good. I loved the pixel art. It looked great. The first level, the Steamboat Willie, I'll be honest, I didn't get past the first level because I was just skipping around a bunch of games. But it was charming. Charming little experience. Do you rely on subs or sponsorships and such? I would gladly take sponsors, but I don't have any. So the primary way I make money off this channel is YouTube ads and streams. And of course, the lovely people that become members. And the money you make off ads is like so up and down. So do you get paid more than Chris since you produce as well? Yes. Yes, I do. Chris and I are on different pay structures in terms of how and we get paid. I don't know exactly what Colin's deal with Chris is. And I don't mean like what's his deal, like what their arrangement is. But yes. But yeah, Chris isn't editing and making thumbnails for 6 shows a week. So that makes sense. But if I was just on shows like Chris, I would assume I would make less than him. But I don't know. I mean, he's been around on our shows for much longer. Don't hold yourself back because of Last Stand. Colin has already given his blessing several times. I don't feel held back at all. The only thing holding me back about this channel more is me, for the most part. Chris is Hollywood, so he has an appearance fee. Chris also does pretty well from Snark Tank, maybe. Do you think Colin would have been able to make Last Stand a success with the launch of Kinda Funny and its problems? Oh, without Kinda Funny and its problems. I don't know, man. I have no idea. I don't think anyone can deny, and I don't think Colin would deny, that the problems and the drama that happened certainly helped him, but I don't think it necessarily would have been a failure without that. I don't know. I have no idea. I do know that Colin is very talented, very business savvy, and has a lot of good instincts for these things. So anyone that would try to act like he's successful just because of those controversies is completely wrong. Yeah, it did, and I know you're not saying that, but definitely it did. But I think Colin has something that made him successful. Exactly what I was saying. But yeah, we will never know. We only know the current reality, and I'm very happy with the current reality and how everything is turned out. Of course. I'm scrolling back up on stream a little bit. First step to looks maxing is overdosing on stream. Damn. It helped him specifically because of how he took advantage of it. A lot of people would have folded in the same spot. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I'm out of Diet Coke, guys. Oh, wait, I got a little bit. Wait. Hear that? It's starting to get a little lukewarm at the end of the DC. Just how it goes. Okay. A lot of people would not watch KF content if Colin wasn't on, like with the morning show or Game Over Grady show. He was the draw for a lot of people. That makes sense. I could see that. I think you've become much better in hosting, and I would like to see you have your own show on Last Stand about anime. I appreciate that sentiment, but I'm not the guy to do it. People don't believe me. They think this is a bit, and I can play it as a bit or I can play it serious. Let's play it serious right now. And you guys can joke back. That's fine in the chat. The serious part is, I really don't watch very much anime. In fact, the only anime that I've really watched this year is One Piece. I think that's accurate. I think the only anime that I have watched is One Piece. And that started 2 weeks ago. So this year, I have watched 2 episodes of an anime. So I'm not the guy. I'm not the guy to watch, to host an anime show. I'm just not involved enough. But I appreciate the sentiment. Diet Coke or Coke Zero? Diet Coke. I used to like Coke Zero. I drank too much of it at my old job, and then I've now switched to Diet Coke. And I think it's superior. Sorry. Any interest in the Backrooms movie? I'm not super in the know with modern creepypastas, but it looks promising. I think the trailers I think looked excellent, and I'm very interested in it. I think Backrooms is really cool, like all the mythos around it. But yeah, I think it looks awesome. Do they have Pepsi Max in the US? I believe so. They at least did. I think they still have Pepsi Max. My dad's a Pepsi man. And I grew up, we had like, Pepsi in the house or whatever, like Diet Pepsi. And I've realized I'm not like my father in that way. I feel like Pepsi's a little too sweet. I like that Coke and Diet Coke have a little bit of an acidic edge to them. Did bullies ever call you Dustbin? I think someone has called me Dustbin at some point, but never a bully or anything. I didn't really have, when I was really little, people would call me Dusty. But I've never really had any kind of nickname or a name that someone used to like make fun of me. Now people just call me gay. It's kind of true. Dustin is a great host. A game-related podcast is in his wheelhouse. I assume I'll be podcasting probably for like the rest of my life in one degree or another. Any interest in Project Hail Mary? It's a solid movie. I'd like to see it. I probably won't make it out to the theater to see it, but it's hard now. Like I could see it without Holly, but I don't know. Holly and I she's my wife. We do things together. I could go see it with the boys, but it's hard for Holly to go to a movie now because she has to pee too often and she's very pregnant. Colin's a legend. It must be actually crazy just being a part of all this. It still feels crazy sometimes. I feel like I got very lucky. I was in the right place at the right time. Not saying I didn't, have my own talent, of course, but I definitely feel like I got a little lucky. What's your main pointers for someone starting a business? I'm not the person to answer that. I've never started a business. Other than, I guess I started this YouTube channel as a business, but I wouldn't consider it a traditional business. And I'm also like not in the point where it's like I have to live or die by my YouTube channel. So I probably not the person to answer that. My dad, the Pepsi man, finally the true reveals. It's true. Travis Furman, Pepsi man. What blend do you like at Monomyth? And are there other coffee brands you like? I don't know what Monomyth has right now. I haven't ordered from them in quite a while. I like Brandywine coffee roasters. Any of their Kenyans are fantastic. Basically anything from Brandywine is good. I like washed processed coffees the most. Matty Boy, hello. Boots, hello. Good to see you. Holly is doing well with the baby. Hope Holly's doing well with the baby. My wife is 39 weeks pregnant, so we are impatiently for our baby girl to come into the world. Excellent. Congrats. Not too far to wait. She's very preggers. Yes. Holly's very pregnant. I will tell you guys. The name has been decided. The baby's name locked in. What is it? Herman. No, it's not Herman. Herman Furman. So look forward to the reveal. Big reveal coming up. I'm doing a state of play, state of baby. How excited are you for the baby? I'm very excited, but it's a weird kind of excitement just because I have no idea what to expect. I'm preparing myself in various ways, but I really don't know what it's going to be like until it happens. Have you ever thought about doing like a setup/production setup stream or video? Would be really interested to see all the tech and programs behind what goes into making these shows and videos. I've thought about that, but it sounds like a lot of work. Also, my digital organization is very messy. The way I do things, I don't know if they're the most efficient way, and I feel like I'm making myself vulnerable by showing off how I do things. But I think the way I do the things I do are the best way. They're the best way that I know how to do them. It would be kind of fun to show people how I make Last Stand thumbnails. That one, I would have no problem with people tearing apart my Photoshop skills because my Photoshop skills are what make them work, in my opinion. My lack of Photoshop skills. Lockmort Furman? Lock Furman? Nah. Dustin just found it yesterday. My wife is pregnant. I'm freaking out. But I think we're ready. Hell yeah, dude. Congrats. Congrats. How are you doing though, Dustin? Life's good. Life is very good. I feel very blessed. Very busy. I really enjoy my work. I enjoy doing my YouTube channel. I'm feeling so happy and blessed that I can do these streams every Wednesday. And let's see how many people are here. 128 people are here. I mean, it's so cool. So I'm doing great. Okay, hold on. Getting a second angle would break my mind. This room is really messy right now, guys. Really messy. My desk is fucking wrecked. There's shit all back here. I have a lot of work to do. Have I played the Vectrex? I have at a convention. So, like, very briefly. Thumbnail creation stream would be cool. It would be kind of interesting. It would be weird just because I don't know if I would want to do it. I make them at such weird times, but I could do one in advance. But I'd also feel like I'd be like revealing the secret of what the thumbnail is because I know a lot of people really look forward to what I end up doing. They can't all be bangers though. Please never show us another angle of this room. The room is mostly what you see is what you get here. There's a futon over here. There's a shelf that I have a bunch of like equipment stacked up on. And over here, there is like a little opening. So, and there's like a closet, kind of. See, look. Back here. Like a little area back here. Tour of Butler stream. Someone will come out and stream snipe me and murder me. It would be kind of interesting to do a tour of Butler stream. Or just like Dan Tan Butler. I feel weird doing my video content stuff out in public though. I don't know how IRL streamers do it. I'm like, don't you feel embarrassed? It feel like I guess in some ways being a content creator, there's some part of me in the back of my brain that it's like it's inherently vain, right? It's inherently vain to be like, what I say is important enough that other people should listen that I'm going to put a camera in front of my face. And yeah, I do it in private. In my own house right here. We're in private, right? But when I'm out in public and it's like, hey guys, it's like, when I see people doing it, I have no problem with it. But it feels weird when I do it. Curious what CRT you got there. It's a Sony something. The model number of the CRT is a Sony 20L2MD, I believe. Sony, let me make sure on that. Sony 20L2MD. Yep, that's it. I bought that bad boy for $200. When was that? Like 2017, maybe 2018. And everyone in my family thought I was crazy for spending $200 on a CRT. This is actually a PVM, production video monitor. Let me tell you, this thing worth its weight in gold now. It's worth a lot more than $200. So who's getting the last laugh? Supposedly, I've been hearing people say that YouTube and streaming are the future, though. I somewhat agree. I mean, YouTube and streaming are the future. Like, it's so obvious to me that a lot of people, when they want to get into content, want to make a team effort with their friends. I did that. And I'm part of a team effort with Last Stand. And I think Last Stand works because we are established. And I think because we have a center figure of Colin. But my recommendation to people is that the future and the present is solo. Because people are looking for the people that make the content that they agree with the most, or that they jive with, or they vibe with. So I recommend not being a part of a group, and don't start a podcast. Don't start a podcast. The comedy skits you used to do with the boys, that was a long time ago. I'm going to start a film review essay / criticism channel. That might be cool. That might be cool. Nerf Ninja earlier had a $2 donation. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for your donation, Nerf Ninja. What's your opinion on PewDiePie in general? So I never watched PewDiePie when he was what most people know him as PewDiePie. I know he's had a bunch of controversies that mostly seem stupid. Obviously, the bridge scenario is not stupid. I'm not talking about that one. But I've watched his videos since he started living in Japan. I've really enjoyed. So I think he seems cool. I like those videos that he posts like every few months or something. He posted that video where he got to go visit Mappa, who did Attack on Titan. Awesome video. Seems like a cool dude. Tired of seeing everyone flaunting their early copy of Soros for a review. Okay, I get it. I'm with you, dude. I make a pledge to you, the audience, right now. I will never, if I have early access to a game, I will never flaunt it. We used to have a saying, me and Ben at Handsome Phantom. When we reviewed games, or we gave a game to a reviewer, we're like, listen, no one cares about the person bragging about their review copies or flaunting their review copy. If you want the feeling of bragging, let the content be your brag. Let the day that the embargo's up and you're able to release a review and tell everybody what you think, let that speak. Not your tweet or whatever, or being like, oh, I'm playing. I always hate that. Are they contracted to do that? So, in my experience, which I haven't gotten that many early games in this modern era, often you'll see a note that's like, this is the day of the embargo. You cannot share anything until this time, and there's like other details. But a new thing I'm seeing is like, if you would like to post that you are reviewing the game on social media, you may do so on this day. So, that's a new thing that I've seen in emails, like since I've started doing this again. That's like with the Mouse PI stuff. I mean, some of you are there probably for Sacred Streaming on Monday. And even Sacred Symbols last week. I could have said, I'm playing a game. I have things that I'm playing this week, but I can't talk about them. It's like, why even say that? Why even say that? Just say nothing. People who flaunt access are weird, but I get it. It's cool, but yeah, not even games, but just thanks, Brand and CEO, for sending me this branded t-shirt. Can't wait for the future of Brand. Gross. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I'd rather just play the game and then have a review or a video or something for you guys. Guys, we have a visitor. Hold on. Frisky's arrived. Your breath smells bad. Your breath smells weird. It's concerning. I wholeheartedly dislike early access bragging and content creators. That's why I admire LSM's stance on it. To be clear, LSM doesn't have a stance. Colin has his own stance, and Sacred Symbols has a stance. And also worth reiterating, since we're talking about early access and meta game stuff, I am not taking any early access from Sony because of my position on Sacred Symbols. Is Palin Wonderworld worth buying? No. I can tell you that straight up. No. Frisky, your breath smelled like you might have been licking your butthole, and now you're licking my legs. Please convince the team to do lives again. I want to catch one this time. We do one every Monday. I don't know what you're talking about. It is so warm in my room right now, and Frisk is a little heater. You are so hot, and you're making me overheat. She doesn't care. I couldn't resist if they gave me early access to Wolverine or Intergalactic. I'd be like, fuck yeah, I'm out, bitches. I think that overall for Sony games, like, I am perfectly fine not playing Saros early. Oh, live person in shows. Okay, live in-person shows. I'd love to. I would love to. Do you listen to Beyond or Kind of Funny back in the day? Absolutely. Beyond is how I first became aware of Colin. Frisk likes to sit on my lap when I play Marathon, and it's very annoying. But it's also very cute. I mean, look. You look down. You see this little dog. Look how she looks up at me. I'm excited that Saint Slayer is probably going to be a big success, relatively speaking. A lot of us are going to play the game. Hell yeah. I was playing Saint... Okay, guys, I'll break the rule. I was playing Saint Slayer earlier today. It's a little different in this case because, Last Stand co-owns. I guess it's Colin's Last Stand co-owns Lilymo. So I'm very closely attached to that. So it's different. It's different with Saint Slayer. But yeah, I was playing it earlier. Your spirit must be sufficiently broken to not care about getting to play a game a little earlier than you would otherwise. It depends on the game. I mean, and this is simply from a standpoint of like, the thrill of playing something that other people aren't, I don't care about. I just am impatient. So like certain games, I'd want to play it early because I want to play it. Like, dude, if I could play Judas a week early, it's like, dude, any amount of time early. Get that. Give me Judas as fast as possible. I'll be playing Vampire Crawlers on the 21st instead. Sorry, guys. Dude. Vampire Crawlers? Very exciting. Very excited to play it. I played the demo for 20 minutes, and it was so good, I turned it off. And I was like, I'm good. I'm waiting for the full release. That shit's going to slap. I am going to get that. I'm probably going to get it on PC so I can play it on Steam Deck. Though I do have the Vampire Survivors Platinum, and I wonder what the Platinum will be like for Vampire Crawlers. Who would you want to direct a Bloodborne movie? My first reaction would be Darren Aronofsky or Robert Eggers. Robert Eggers is a great choice. Darren Aronofsky, meh. Yeah, Robert Eggers I think is a good choice. That'd be sick. I did get to play Kingdom Hearts 1 early since a friend of mine at the time worked for a magazine. Damn, that's sick. I would have shit my pants to play Kingdom Hearts 2 early as a kid. I don't know if I've ever, got to play a game that I was the most hyped for early. I've played many games early in my career for review, but I don't know if any of them were like, oh, I can't. Oh my God, the code came in. I'm so excited. Nolan Bloodborne movie? I don't know if that's a good fit. I don't know about that. Aronofsky is a wash to me since he was saying he was going to make that AI Washington movie. I don't know about that. I don't know anything. Del Toro Bloodborne? That would be sick. What was I going to say? Have I seen Windrose? I don't know what that is. Oh, Darren Aronofsky. Has anyone seen the conspiracy that Black Swan is just a retelling of the movie Perfect Blue, and that Darren Aronofsky bought the rights to Perfect Blue and then made... I don't know how true that is, but it feels true. And we're on the internet, so you know what? I'm going to say it's true. If you guys haven't seen Perfect Blue, and you're a cinephile, you're a movie buff, and you haven't watched Perfect Blue, how many people are here? I want to know. Seriously, all 116 of you, you got to watch Perfect Blue. It's amazing. Have you watched Spider-Verse or K-pop Demon Hunters? Sony animation is pretty damn good, so I have faith the Bloodborne movie can be good. I hope that it's not 3D animated, but I didn't even consider that. I was hoping anime animated. Have you watched Paranoia Agent? I'm trying to remember. I know I watched Paprika, and I think I maybe did watch Paranoia Agent, though I don't remember. I will now watch Perfect Blue. Thank you. Please, everyone, report back to me after you've watched Perfect Blue. I didn't really like Paprika that much, if I'm being honest. I know that's sacrilegious. I'm not a super fan of that director. I got to play the 2013 Star Trek game at a press event, and when asked my thoughts, they were ridiculously pissed that I said I thought it wasn't very good. Never got invited to one again. Damn. Have I ever watched Angel's Egg? No. But I've heard of it. Highly recommend the new Exit 8 Japanese horror based off the indie game. I've played the indie game. I think it's awesome. Fozzie. Okay. Fozzie, where can I watch this? Is it only in theaters or can I stream Exit 8? And if you say you highly recommend it, I believe it. I believe the hype. Do you have a visual in your mind of what heaven and hell is? Damn, what next level are we jumping to here? We're talking about Perfect Blue. Only in theaters right now. I wonder if it's playing AMC Waterfront. The AMC Waterfront is the theater that gets everything. Dude, you can still see Project Hail Mary in IMAX? That changes things. I thought it was out of IMAX. Oh, Exit 8. He's playing at the waterfront in Pittsburgh. Hour and 35 minutes. I could have gone yesterday. Very interesting. They just re-released it in IMAX. There's like one IMAX showing a day at my local IMAX. Wait, what? What do you say? Chris was recently expressing disappointment on his stream about having his Epstein thoughts edited out of Sacred Symbols. Just curious why, since Sacred Symbols isn't afraid to get political. Feel free to ignore. I have no idea. Surely that's a bit from Chris. Like, Chris was doing a bit there. Because definitely, I mean, not to break the bit, but there was no Epstein editing. So I think Xbox is going back to exclusives. No. I'd be highly, highly, highly surprised. He said he talked about it for 15 to 20 minutes and it was edited out when the show went live because he wanted to go back and listen to it. Dude, it's okay. It's a bit. I'm telling you, it's a bit. I'm breaking the bit. Favorite IMAX experience was Oppenheimer. My favorite IMAX experience was Blade Runner 2049. Incredible movie. And I'm so glad I saw it in IMAX. It is the one and only time I have ever seen a movie by myself. Was when I went to see Blade Runner. And I didn't like seeing a movie by myself. I felt lonely. I don't like doing anything by myself. Dune 2 in IMAX was insane. Yeah, Dune 2 was very good in IMAX. Handicapped has a super chat. Ride the Lightning or And Justice for All. Easy. Ride the Lightning. I like And Justice for All, but Ride the Lightning is my all-time favorite Metallica record. It was a very obvious bit on the stream. Now, the question is Santo Lowry also in on the bit or not? I tracked a girl to 2049 and she fell asleep. Yeah, you should have made her sleep in the street that night, bro. For falling asleep during Blade Runner 2049. Come on, man. Come on. Solo movie is incredible. Truly able to just decompress and disconnect for a couple hours. I'm happy that people feel that way. I really don't like doing anything by myself. Like, I don't want to say anything. I don't like going out and doing anything by myself. I don't like going to the store by myself. I don't like getting food by myself. I just don't. I like being with people. I feel awkward and alone. Colin telling you to redact the Epstein stuff from the podcast. White Boy Summer playlist. I'm so glad you brought it up, guys. Now, some people are not understanding the White Boy Summer playlist. I saw someone on Patreon comment that they were like, oh, you put a Sum 41 song on the White Boy Summer playlist and there is a black member of the band. I'm like, you're thinking about this way too racially. In fact, I say black people, black men are welcome to be a part of White Boy Summer. Absolutely. I think White Boy Summer is a state of mind. And the music is the music that, as I said earlier, or as I said on Monday, that gets a white boy quirked up. Was it Sum 41 or it might have been another band? They're invited to brunch. We have a super chat from Boots. I watched Pixar Inside Out by myself. See, God bless going to see a movie by yourself. I wish I could. Let's see. The White Boy Summer playlist. It hasn't changed much since Monday. I haven't really been considering it. For those who weren't there Monday, I'm working on a playlist, and who saw it or maybe didn't see Summit Sign, called the White Boy Summer playlist. And it has this amazing picture as the thumbnail, the album art. Now, it's important to reiterate too, many suggestions have come to me for the White Boy playlist that are good suggestions and would absolutely fit. But this is my White Boy playlist. And while I'm open to suggestions, me denying a song does not mean it does not fit the vibe. So, recent additions. Oh yeah, these were from Monday, like when I added the song Sellout by Real Big Fish. Ocean Avenue, Yellow Card on there. I'm going to have to make this twice. I'll make it once in Apple Music and I'll make it on Spotify because I know most of you guys are on Spotify. I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing on Spotify. Oh, Wonderwall suggestion was shot down. Yeah, no Wonderwall, no Sugar Ray. My Own Worst Enemy by Lit. That's actually a good... Dude, Semi-Charmed Life? Pork, that's going on. Yeah, Semi-Charmed Life, I'm adding it right now. See, guys, this is why Pork is the best. This is why Pork is OP. This is why he's the MVP. This is why he's the GOAT. Any Beach Boys? I love Beach Boys. And of course, these are the white boys of summer. They are the quintessential white boys of summer. In fact, when Brian Wilson died, big hit to White Boy Summer. With that being said, Beach Boys songs don't get me as a white boy quirked up. They get me in my feelings. So no Beach Boys on my White Boy Summer playlist. You could do like a reflective White Boy Summer playlist, like an alternate. It's like the White Boy Summer playlist you play at like, the morning after you've been drunk and you're in your feelings. Elton with Tiny Dancer? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Is Heya on there? That's a song that's a good fit. I don't like that song. You like Seosin at all? They have a new song. I mean, I know them, but I've never really listened to them. I want something else. Teenage Dirtbag, already on there, bro. To get me through this. That's an awesome song. Country Road. It's right on the razor's edge for me. I love that song. Love John Denver. Not written by John Denver, though. Everyone, what's the best John Denver song? The best John Denver song is Leaving on a Jet Plane. White Boy Bummer. Dude, the White Boy Bummer playlist. Dude, that's what it's called. That's the White Boy Bummer playlist, dude. Now, I have a controversial pick on here that I didn't talk about on Monday. And I don't know how many... I think some people don't like this artist. I have the song Alien Boy by Oliver Tree. Does anyone like Oliver Tree? I like his first two albums. The stuff he's done, his third album and some of the singles he's put out since then, no. Dude, Invisible by Duran Duran, that's a good suggestion. My favorite song from the Metal Gear Solid soundtrack. We're adding that. Good suggestion. Best John Denver is the Muppets 12 Days of Christmas. Dude, I love the John Denver Muppets Christmas album. When I do that, does it sound like I'm jerking it? I'm just hitting my knee. What else do we have on the White Boy Summer playlist to discuss? Any ones we didn't talk about? This one's for me, I'm Just a Kid by Simple Plan. I had the song Go Flex by Post Malone on here. People seem to Pork! He speaks for me. People seem to misunderstand that White Boy Summer playlist has to hit a specific vibe rather than just be a collection of white boy songs. Exactly. Which is why, Chris Hendricks, no AC/DC. Dry the River by Mainly and the Sons of Disaster would go hard. I'm more a fan of their first album than that. I do like the song Dry the River, though. No White Iverson. I prefer, if we're feeling the White Boy Summer feeling, we got to go with Go Flex. What's wrong with Spotify? I don't know. I'm just an Apple Music man. I'm an Apple Music man. I like how it connects with all my shit. Yeah, I don't think we need White Iverson on there. Dude, on the White Boy Bummer playlist, we have the song I Fall Apart by Post Malone. Explain the White Boy Summer vibe. I don't think I'm picking up what you're putting down. I've already said it, man. It's the songs that gets a white boy quirked up in the summer when it's time to party. For the most part. Ends, I like how it's ends in Paris. In Paris. Jay-Z, Kanye. You know what? I'm either between that or the song Otis. I'm thinking the song Otis actually fits more in the white boy playlist from Watch the Throne. Yeah, we're going to go with Otis. 303, no. No. Again, some of these might be good for someone else's white boy playlist, but Otis is the best song on the album. It might be. There's a lot of Kanye songs you could add. I already added The Good Life. Have I listened to Bully? I listened to it, like half of it, and I was like, yeah, it's okay. I'm going to get canceled for saying I still listen to Kanye every once in a while. The stuff that Kanye did after he did all those EPs. Okay. The Vultures album and Donda. Garbage. His new album was kind of mid. I need to give it another listen. I wasn't getting good vibes off of it. I wasn't really into it. Just one song per artist. I would ideally have one song per artist, but there are some exceptions. I'm a playlist hater. I'm a full album elitist. Listen, I love full albums. And it bothers me when people only know, like, you know, I'm a full album elitist as well, but the playlist has it has its place. The playlist has its place. Donda the album Donda has the song Guess Who's Going to Jail Tonight. That song was alright. Let's see, how long is the White Boy playlist right now? 2 hours, 27 minutes. I'd like to get it to 3. I'd like to get it to 3. All right, guys. Something Corporate. My mom really likes the band Something Corporate. I feel like I want to add a Hot Mulligan song. Which Hot Mulligan song, though? Let's go with this one. I'm seeing Hot Mulligan next week. Nice. I think I'm going to try to go in June in Pittsburgh. Everything post Ye is not good. Ye is even debatable for me. It's relatable, so it stays in a good section of his discography. Hold on. I got to remember. Okay, it is called Ye. You're right. Ye, I love that album or that EP, whatever. Kids See Ghosts, awesome. I love Kids See Ghosts. Also, I liked Life of Pablo a lot. Yeezus, I'm a little hit and miss on depending on the song. Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, amazing. Graduation, amazing. LSM Apex Legends stream at some point, I can guarantee you that will never happen. I don't have a problem with Apex, but no one really plays it. Kids See Ghosts is great, yes. Life of Pablo is great. Do I have the Strokes on there? Not on my playlist. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. We're wrapping this bitch up. I've had enough. Oh, I've had Pork's thing on here. Wrapping it up because honestly, I'm gonna go get out of this room for a few minutes. I'm gonna play Marathon. Let's be real. Any Paramore on the playlist? No. But thanks everybody for hanging out. Thank you for being here. Thanks for watching my review that I got to post on Monday. Look forward to a video on next Monday for Pragmata. This is Frisk. She's been here too. She says goodbye. And that's it. Thank you again, everybody. Have a good night. And we will see you next time. How do I do this? There we go. Wait. Goodbye.